Hello, I am Sydney.
And I'm Melanie.
This is Drawntaneous.
Okay, so, Sydney,
Yes.
the dice have spoken.
Yes.
You need to draw something from Steven Universe.
Gosh, what could it be?
It might be the lion, because it was my choice out of the characters, and I know next to nothing about Steven Universe, other than Pearl is your favorite, but that would be cheating. So, I am making you draw the lion.
Great. We'll see how that goes.
Does the lion have a name?
No, it doesn't. It's just lion.
It's just lion?
Yep.
Oh, that's delightful. What is Lion's role other than, like, being a trans-dimensional hammer space, from what I understand?
Okay, so do you want the story?
I mean, can you give me the spark notes?
His mom saved a lion, and it follows him around and is his pet, essentially.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's also hammer space in that, like, it introduces stuff. Like, it was Rose's storage. Apparently, I'm not caught up on Steven Universe by a lot. Just because I don't have a television, and I felt bad stealing it. So, I stopped watching it for a while because I was going to buy it on DVD, and now I can't afford it, so...
Is there no streaming service for it?
Not if you don't have cable.
Oh, yikes.
'Cause a lot of streaming services are like that, where... Oh, I guess I could watch it on Hulu now. But, apparently, another character gets the lion treatment, and now he's hammer space. He also becomes a space pirate. And it's
The
good.
lion or the character?
A character gets the treatment, like he gets turned into what lion is. Because lion was just, you know, a lion, and then it was dying, and I guess Rose was like, hello, lion friend, I'm gonna fix you. And then it became pink and otherworldly.
Uh-huh. Okay.
See, Rose Quartz's main thing
No, that's okay. We don't need to go into the nitty-gritty of Steven Universe. We only have 15 minutes!
Oh no, we forgot to set the timer again.
Oh dear. We have not been having a good, we had such a nice flow, and now everybody's gonna see that we're all frauds and hacks.
Oh no, it's only like, what, our, like, 10th episode?
It's like, gosh, what does Melanie even do on this show? I just try and fill dead air.
You're my partner.
I'm your Vanna White.
I almost said player 2, and that would have been incorrect.
That would be horribly incorrect. I just roll dice off camera so that you can be surprised by the various prompts.
Oh yes.
I try and sometimes line up the topic of conversation with what you're drawing, but I am just so distracted by this creature.
Yeah. It's too bad that we just don't like watching shows together. Or rather, our tastes tend to be different.
I was gonna say, it's more the taste, and like, if I am not invested in something, specifically a show, I just cannot conjure the attention span to give it any thought. Like, I would much rather be just playing a video game than watching a show.
Or watching vlog videos.
Well, those are interesting to an extent. It's mostly like, I mostly watch like food videos or travel videos.
Or Gatsby.
Or Gatsby. But okay, that's watching a dog though. Like, dogs are important.
My wife's interests aren't important. This dog's important.
Dogs are much more important. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I guess let's just keep talking about shows that we've been watching recently. Have you finished Dragon Prince?
I have not, because
I was gonna say, like, you were supposed to watch it so that you could tell me the spark notes, because my favorite character got ganked at the end of the finals of the first season.
Spoilers, by the way.
Spoilers! Is it a spoiler at this point? How long has the first season been now?
I guess that's true. If you want to watch Dragon Prince and be surprised, stop listening. But anyway, Mel's favorite character got ganked.
Oh, he was so good.
You have a type.
I have a type.
You love elves, and you love no-nonsense elves.
Yes.
Which is hilarious, because Zevron is the most nonsense.
Zevron is the most nonsense. But he has, well, no, all the elves I quite favor have sex appeal.
And let's be real.
Zevran's just ridiculous, and how can you not love him?
Well, oh, God, I'm blanking on his name. The one from Dragon Prince.
Runan.
Runan, yes.
Runan's hot, though.
He is hot.
Oof, damn, boy. The character design in that show is pretty excellent. I don't know what it is about that show that, like, I could not...
It's marketed for kids, so,
I just could not be... I literally just watched the first season so I can see what happens to Runan.
And you were not happy.
And then he got fridged. And then I was like, fuck. Well, I guess it's technically not fridging because nobody knows he's gone yet.
And I'm pretty sure it's gonna come back.
I hope so.
I mean, nobody really dies except for women in the series. Because I'm pretty sure King Dad's not dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the bird.
Only women die for real.
Yeah,
that's something I'm kind of salty about.
I was gonna say, like, didn't the two queens
die? They introduced some goddamn lesbians and then they killed them.
And then
of course,
and
like,
the queen dies.
Mom dies because
queen.
mom always dies for male advancement.
Yeah, it's too bad.
But, like, King Dad, I'm pretty sure is not gonna actually be dead because they haven't shown us a body.
Yep, they haven't shown us a body, and they had that interaction with the bird. I am 100% certain he's the bird at this point. But yeah, so unfortunately you have to finish Dragon Prince and then tell me what's up, because...
I can tell you that Gren has a beard now.
Oh, sweet boy.
It's like the sad beard, too.
Oh, Gren.
Where it's like just stubble, but he's still very cheerful.
I enjoy Gren, but not to the same extent that I enjoyed Runan.
Yeah, Gren's very much my type, and Runan's your type.
I really, remember during the first season when I saw that they were prison buddies together?
And you were like,
and I was like, they're going to escape, they're going to interact, they're going to be fine together, because those are the two types of characters that I love to just smush their faces together and make them kiss. And they didn't, and I was very sad.
It's okay, we took that into our own hands.
There's
like no fandom
there is
for
no
it either.
fanfic for so AO3. Bless you guys. The fandom for Dragon Prince on AO3 is minuscule. Like, damn.
Well, it's because there's not like the main characters are underage, so
That's
like
true.
there's not a lot of.
You literally have to do all of the side characters.
And granted, there's a lot of good side characters, but for whatever reason, it's a lot of. I don't like to shame people, but it is a lot of like Viren and Soren, who are father and son.
Ooh, no.
And like I'm like, okay, to each their own. I don't want to read this though.
I am not convinced that Viren fucked anybody and produced children. I am almost convinced he like.
Well, considering how gay he was for the king, like
through he reproduced through asexual budding at this point, like. And I don't think there's ever mention of a mom.
Yeah, they don't.
They hatched from eggs. the two children hatched from eggs. I am convinced.
I'm like also kind of like thinking maybe they're not really his and he just stole some babies.
Maybe, but Soren does kind of look like him.
Soren looks like a generic bro.
That is also true. And Claudia,
I love Soren. He's a big dumb idiot and I love him. He's also an asshole, but I haven't gotten further enough in the series, but something bad happens to him. And I want to see it. I want to watch him suffer. Because he's a jackass.
But he's like a misguided jackass.
Oh, he is. Like, I think he gets a redemption in being totally fucked up.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Poor boy.
Yeah, where I'm at right now, Callum did a stupid and almost got the Dragon Prince killed.
Well, that's not surprising.
But he got a big piece of the humble pie, so hopefully he's gonna stop being stupid.
I guess my issue with Dragon Prince is that it's a lot of
boys being stupid.
Boys being stupid.
And
it's a lot of, like, adolescent stupidness. And
And
obviously,
Rayla being much too old for her age,
Yeah.
having to like deal with all of it.
and like obviously we are not the audience for this show.
not at
but
all.
I don't know. There have been other shows where they have been for a younger audience, but I've still been able to-
Voltron.
I've still been able to get into it for the most part.
Well, we started watching She-Ra, and then we're like 2 episodes to the end, but we're just so scared to watch it because we're not emotionally ready.
We're not. Oh, maybe when season 2 comes out, we'll.
So that way we can just jump right into the next
Yeah.
season and not worry about the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been. Well,
It's gonna be rough. That's a long. It's a long sit down.
yeah, animation takes a long time too, so it'll be a while.
I'm not much of a marathoner.
I am.
It's there's other things in life that I have to get done.
Like video games.
Yeah, like video games. Or like, studying, cleaning the house. Not to point any fingers at anybody.
Oh gee.
Oh gee.
Oh gee.
How's Lion coming?
I don't know if there's much else I can do with them.
Could you I don't know, slap color on them?
Probably.
What is Lion playing with?
It's like a little shark toy.
Oh, I see it now.
Now you see.
Yes, now I see it. I was very confused there for a second. It's very cute.
There's all my brushes.
Now, okay, I was gonna say, how do the brushes interact with the? So you have a new thing that you're trying out. You're not just doing black and white. You're using a.
Oh yeah, I'm using a gradient map, which assigns colors to specific values.
So how does the color work with the gradient map, or is it just you're no longer?
So what I am drawing with is actually a dark gray color, but
Okay.
but with the gradient map registers that gray as a different color. Like if I were to take the gradient map off, it's just black and white.
So you're just painting with values essentially.
Yes, because I'm garbage with color theory. Because I didn't finish art school. Because it's expensive and soul draining. Don't go to art school, kids. It's not worth it. It's never worth it.
So how would you do? Is the main's a different color, right?
It is, yeah. So
how would you do the main in a different color?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll get there.
Oh, okay.
I'll get there someday.
Interesting.
Yeah, other cartoons I have been watching. I really like the new Carmen SanDiego cartoon.
Yeah, it's another one I just couldn't really.
Well,
get into.
it's for a younger audience, and you don't like the. Let's spout facts about this country for the next
God.
10 minutes.
That was. Oh goodness. It was so hard to sit through for me. It's like, I see what you're doing. I understand. But Jesus Christ, I can't do this for 30 episodes.
Meanwhile, it's like 12 episodes.
Okay, still. Aren't they getting a season 2?
Yes.
So 30
Thank
episodes.
Fucking God. They left on a cliffhanger, and I need more. It's so my aesthetic.
It's very cute. That is the sort of thing where I don't want to watch the entire episode. I just want,
Girl,
a
I have
highlight reel.
I have AU plans for that you need to work out with me.
Oh, okay. I see.
It.
You have mighty need. It's a good show.
It is.
It's a good show. I just don't have the attention span for it.
I think it's a great way to revive the franchise without just because obviously they can't just rehash the original because it was a game show. So it's fascinating to see what they've made of it.
It's funny because I have never realized it was on TV when we were kids.
Oh well, it was like the 80s,
Oh, jeez.
when it was.
It was even longer ago. My first experience with Carmen SanDiego was a computer game, like one of those education computer games.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a kid's. Gosh, what do you even call it? You see, I had such a poor understanding of this game as a child that I could not actually describe to you what, like, it was like kind of a trivia sort of thing where like you were given clues and you had to figure out like where she was based on the clues. But
I actually have a game like that on my phone right now.
yeah, I'm sure it was very interesting, but me as a young kid could not figure out for the life of me how to find and stop Carmen SanDiego.
Yeah, it's an interesting show.
I'm trying to think about any other. I do not watch shows very much at all, so I am of no use in this conversation thread.
I love cartoons, so I am.
I'm trying to think of
all about that.
what is. So we watched She-Ra, we watched Carmen SanDiego. What is another show that we've both watched recently?
Voltron.
I dropped off really early though. Like I think I sat through the first two seasons.
You would like
maybe 3 seasons.
I would be watching it, and you would watch me watch
poke
it
in, yeah.
because you liked watching me despair.
Yeah, that's another one where I just kind of lost it.
With good reason.
I wish there was like an episode guide where it could just cut out all of the fat and just focus in on Keith and Shiro, because that is what I personally was really invested in,
and what they fucking threw away.
There's just so much other stuff that I did not care about.
Girl.
Oh, it was rough. It was rough, which is why I dropped off when I did. And then there are some episodes I probably should watch, like the Black Paladins one. I wonder if I need any context for that, or if I could just watch it.
Context. Shiro is a clone, and he gets controlled by Hagar.
So good.
Keith loves him very much.
Drama, so good.
I was very sad.
I just remember seeing shots from that episode and just how beautiful the animation was.
I know.
It's so good.
It was so good.
I am tempted to just tune in for that episode.
I would gladly cry about
and cry.
it.
Yeah, like watch and cry.
I would cry because I put a lot of investment into Voltron. Just so much heart and investment, and just got shit on. It was like, hey, were you enjoying this? Fuck you. Time for some bullshit.
Yeah, it's very interesting how there is this back and forth between the creators of media and then their audience. It's
like, I don't think they should have been engaging their audience
I don't
at
think
all,
so
because
either.
it led to disaster.
I am of the mind where you can never please everybody, and you're going to alienate someone. And so you should just make the thing you wanted to make.
Well, and from what I read in the interviews, one of the hardest things was they were working with someone else's franchise, and they didn't want the gay stuff.
Yeah.
And
I guess that is hard when you have to, like, navigate somebody else's IP.
Yeah, so, like, a large part of it was just, like, the IP holders were like, none of this gay. You can't use gay to sell toys. Meanwhile, the actual Voltron toys are fucking garbage, so it's like, what was the point if you didn't actually make anything good? God.
You showed me some of those
I showed
toys.
you pictures of the toys.
Oh, those were rough. Those were rough, man.
I would pay solid money for really good figures.
Yeah, like I got you the Noctis
that thing
Final
is
Fantasy
a thing
collectors.
Of beauty.
Oh gosh,
it's still in its box.
It's still in its box
because we have nowhere to put it.
We don't have a toy shelf for it yet. I'm still waiting for Ignis to go back on sale. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Dude, Ignis is the best.
Ignis is the best. Honestly, if I could, I would get all 4 of the boys. But we might just have to sit and be satisfied with Noctis.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say
that looks pretty done.
I did something okay.
Yeah.
I don't normally draw animals. So.
No, you don't. So I made you step out of your comfort zone.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It's very cute.
An avocado.
An avocado, thanks.
Anyway, thank you for joining this episode of Sydney Complains About Cartoons.
Basically what it was.
So we will see you next time.
Hey everyone, it's Melanie. Thank you for listening to this episode of Drawntaneous. If you liked what you saw, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more. If you have suggestions for future topics, feel free to share them in the comments section below. You can find more of Sydney's art on Twitter and Instagram at CCLunaArt, and you can support her on Patreon and Ko-fi at CC Luna.